The woman found guilty of hitting and killing a man crossing the road nearly 4 years ago is heading to prison. A judge sentenced 45-year-old Kristin Carlson of Fond Du Lac to more than 7 months in prison, 5 years probation, and 400 hours of community service. Carlson pleaded no contest to homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle after she hit and killed 81-year-old Fred Lick back in 2013 while he was crossing a highway.
I have not had a day go by that I have not replayed that day in my head. I have lost jobs, friends, relationships to the point where there are many times I felt no purpose to be on this earth anymore. But it is only for my 3 children that I stand here today still breathing.
Investigators say Carlson was driving up to 30 miles an hour over the speed limit when she hit Lick. They say she also received a text message 23 seconds before she called 911 to report the incident. 5 people are arrested after a large fight in Appleton. Police say that Southside fight involved brass knuckles, baseball bats, crowbars, and pepper spray. 10 people were involved. 2 people were taken to the hospital for injuries during the fight. Police explained this was a pre-planned fight, with most of the people involved knowing each other.
Groups really don't like each other for whatever reason that is, and decided that this was how they were going to settle their differences last night, which is obviously not an option that we would ever suggest to anyone.
During the fight, a 17-year-old woman and 49-year-old man were hurt. They were treated at the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. Charges are pending at this point as those suspects have not appeared in court. 2 people are behind bars after Oshkosh police say they seized $45,000 worth of drugs from several locations. Since September 15th, they found 245 grams of butane hash oil, 400 grams of meth, and 8 guns and drug paraphernalia. A 34-year-old and 48-year-old man, both from Oshkosh, face felony drug charges. Now, for this next story, we do want to warn you, some of the images you're about to see can be disturbing. An injured pit bull is on the road to recovery after allegedly suffering from abuse. Green Bay Animal Control seized the dog after someone called saying it was outside, chained to an auto body repair shop and looked hurt. Court documents say the dog had scabs covering its body and an eye injury. It was treated at the Bay Area Humane Society. The dog's owner, Marco Rodriguez, was charged with intentionally mistreating animals and disorderly conduct. Now, an NBC 26 update. Police have determined what caused an apartment fire that left a woman dead and 85 others temporarily without homes. Manitowoc police say the fire was not suspicious and started in the kitchen of an apartment at Parkview Haven Apartments back in May. They say the woman killed, Dana Bushman, died from smoke inhalation. The Red Cross is stepping in to help 36 people currently without homes after 2 separate apartment fires. The Green Bay Metro Fire Department says the first one was on Vine Street around 8 o'clock last night. Then 2 adults and 2 children were taken to the hospital to be treated for smoke inhalation after fire crews were called out again to South Taylor Street for another fire just hours later. Firefighters believe both of those fires started in the basements.
I saw all the neighbors that were in this building, they were out on the street. And they were like babies crying, kids, next to their parents.
Fire crews say residents will be kept out of both buildings during the investigations. One resident tells us they could find out more information over the next couple of days. Still ahead here live at 10, several volunteers with the Red Cross returning from hurricane-hit areas, how they're helping with recovery. Plus, in small towns, see where you can check out the fall colors with a one-of-a-kind view.
You are connected to NBC 26 News at 10 with Cassandra Duvall, John Erickson, Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland, and Sports Director Charlie Sakaitis. NBC 26 News at 10, keeping you connected.
Several Northeast Wisconsin Red Cross volunteers returning home from the devastation in Texas. They spent a few weeks helping those in the Houston area recover from Hurricane Harvey. Wisconsin alone has deployed more than 200 people to hurricane zones in Florida, Puerto Rico, and Texas.
And now, your Storm Shield forecast with NBC 26 Chief Meteorologist Cameron Moreland.
Even though temperatures were significantly cooler today compared to yesterday, many of us still had temps up into the lower to mid 80s. That'll change tomorrow. Here's a look at your 7-day temperature trend. Highs tomorrow will only be in the mid-60s. We will climb back up into the lower 70s on Thursday ahead of a cold front. We'll cool down into the lower 60s behind it, and then it looks like we're going to start to warm up again as we head into next week, with 80s once again returning by Tuesday. Right now, we are looking at much cooler conditions working in from the north and west behind a cold front. Temperatures now range from the upper 50s to the upper 60s across the area. We had a lot of clouds across northeast Wisconsin today, just a little bit of spotty sunshine and a few scattered showers as well. And tonight, as you take a look at Storm Shield radar, you can see all of the rain has now moved out of the viewing area. It's developing along and ahead of a cold front. That cold front moved through here early this evening, and behind that cold front this afternoon, it was a whole lot colder, at least compared to what we've been seeing over the last week or so. Afternoon high temperatures only in the 50s and 60s. Out ahead of the front, once again, it felt like the middle of summer with highs in the 80s and 90s. In fact, high temperatures have now been above normal for 16 straight days. Tomorrow, it's going to be a close call on whether we make it day number 17 or not. I'm forecasting a high temperature right around 66 degrees. And just in case you're wondering, the normal high is 65 and the normal low is 44 for tomorrow. So basically, we are going back to normal, even though it's going to feel a lot cooler compared to what we've gotten used to lately. Skycast shows a mixture of sun and clouds during the morning tomorrow, then lots of sunshine as we work our way into the afternoon. High pressure builds in tomorrow night and Thursday morning. We'll see a decent amount of sunshine for much of Thursday, but as we head into the evening hours, we'll watch a cold front move in from the north and west, just in time for our next game at Lambeau Field. Kickoff temperatures will be in the lower 70s, but as we head deeper into the evening, there will be a slight chance for a shower. Don't let that wreck your plans, however. Here's your forecast for tonight. Breezy and cooler. Overnight lows will be in the lower 50s. A snowstorm would not wreck your plans if it included Lambeau Field. I know that. 66 tomorrow. Back to normal for the most part. After that, we warm up again on Thursday, lower 70s, that chance for a late day shower that could linger into early Friday morning, cooler on Friday. Saturday looks beautiful, mostly sunny and 66, lots of sunshine on Sunday. Then we'll see some showers with a warm front on Monday, possibly a lingering storm into Tuesday morning. Behind that warm front, Cassandra, it looks like it is going to warm up big time again with highs possibly getting back up into the mid-80s. By the middle part of next week. Stay tuned for that. Of course, with the cooler weather, we're thinking about fall colors.
Yes, we are.
And across the north, we're getting awfully close, probably a week, maybe a week and a half until peak color across the Northwoods. For us, probably about another 2 to 2.5 weeks or so until we reach peak.
Always something that everyone looks forward to, going out and looking at those fall colors.
Probably the most beautiful time of the year.
Absolutely. Could not agree more. All right. Thanks so much, Cameron. Well, still to come, we are going to talk more about that bird's eye view. We're going to look at small town with a premium view of all of those fall colors. And next, man up. With only a couple days between games, the Packers making moves to help their injury-riddled O-line. Well, with fall finally here, many people are preparing for a road trip to find the best colors out there. Tonight in Small Towns, NBC 26's Eric Kress takes us to Oconto County's one-of-a-kind view from a 100-foot-tall lookout tower in the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest.
In the town of Riverview, just a couple of miles north of Mountain, Wisconsin, you'll find plenty of scenic backdrops to make your way through fall.
This is on the Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest, the Lakewood-Leona Ranger District.
But at the end of one road, just off of Old Highway 32, well, there's a place that's been offering a truly one-of-a-kind view for over 80 years.
I'm probably biased, but I think it's probably one of the best views in northeast Wisconsin. I mean, I don't know of too many other places where you can get up to this height and see out that far.
This is the Mountain Fire Lookout Tower, built in the 1930s in the midst of over 1.5 million acres of Wisconsin's North Woods.
Like it or not, they're becoming less and less common on the landscape. Many towers were removed in the 70s and many are still being removed today. So they're a lot less common than they used to be.
It takes 132 confident steps to get to the top of this 100-foot steel tower.
There's a lot of people that